right, good day, ladies and gentlemen, humans, non-humans, all entities looking to make money in crypto. I have the exact video for you. In today's video, I want to run through 5 cryptocurrencies that need to be on your radar for April, what I think could be some top performers for this month. And also, I'm gonna give you another honorable mention. So really, I'm gonna bring you 6 top coins because I like you guys so much and I want you guys to succeed in the space. So in this video, I'm gonna run through some technical analysis with all these picks. I'm gonna summarize the most important things you need to understand with what's going on with the market as a whole. So if you like the sound of that, I want to ask you to do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads, because I want to bring you the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency news and technical analysis, but I can't do that if you don't stay tuned to this channel. So folks, without further ado, before we go into these top coins, you need to be aware of what just happened with Bitcoin dominance. This is a giant deal. Folks, what just happened with Bitcoin dominance changes everything for the altcoin market, because Bitcoin dominance calculated by TradingView has broken below 60%. For those who don't know, Bitcoin dominance is the total value of Bitcoin in comparison to the total value of all cryptocurrency. Whenever it rises, altcoins typically suffer. Whenever it falls, altcoins typically benefit. And we have been forming this descending triangle, the base of which was 60% calculated by TradingView, and we have now fallen below that. The question is, will we get daily candles close below that? If we do, that will mark a giant shift in the state of the market, because the last time we were below 60% and holding below 60% with Bitcoin dominance was July, August, and in September as well. And for those of you who were around back then, you know why that was significant, because August was the last DeFi alt season we had. So if we can hold below 60% in terms of Bitcoin dominance, I think alt season may be soon on the way, which makes this video where I talk about the top 5, top 6 alts for this month even all the more important. Folks, stay tuned. I want to begin by talking about Ethereum, and Ethereum is actually my first pick. Not necessarily my top pick, there's not a top pick, but my first pick. You cannot sleep on Ethereum, folks. So first off, I just want to describe what's going on with the chart here. We were in this diamond pattern. We broke down. I was letting our people know that this is where I thought we'd find support. It's exactly where we found support. That's exactly where I bought in. Exactly where I was telling our people that I was buying in. So if you would have stayed tuned to this channel, if you've been following us, if you would have joined our Discord, link for that down in the description, you could have bought the bottom as well, folks. Stay tuned. What's going on with Ethereum right now is a giant deal, and it's changing everything. We broke out bullishly out of this very macro wedge. We made a higher high from this peak in price action. If Ethereum can maintain above 950, but ultimately the key range I think is 1900 to about 850, very price reactive zone. So if we can remain above it, I think we're going to see bullish continuation. So these 2 peaks are likely to act as, well, they're likely to be price reactive. This area was acting as resistance. We held above it, so as long as we can maintain above this, it's going to act as support. I think our next major resistance level is $2,000. I think the window for accumulating Ethereum under $2,000 may soon be closing. And again, folks, if you would have stayed tuned to the channel, you could have bought Ethereum at around 1550, just like I did, just how I was letting our people know what was going on. So if we can see bullish continuation, if we can get above this key range here and this area from about $2,060, I think we could see a $2,600 Ethereum in late April, specifically April 23rd. Maybe April 23rd we see a $2,600 Ethereum, because what we do is whenever we have a wedge here, we take the height of the wedge, move it to the breakout point. The breakout point was around 1860. That brings us to $2,600. Not only that, we have a confluence of reasons. We have the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level right there, lining up perfectly with the height of the wedge at $2,600. Fibonacci extensions are very good for trying to identify possible bullish breakout targets. The way you draw is that you draw from the bottom of an impulse to the top, to the bottom of the retracement, and that gives you some key levels. So $2,600 Ethereum in late April, early May, maybe April 23rd, as long as we maintain above this high here and this key range here. Moving on, Kusama, folks, I'm gonna bring you different picks from different niches. I want to bring you some of the greatest picks from the smart contract niche, from the NFT niche, and from the DeFi niche. Some of the most prominent niches that are likely to benefit from continuation of Bitcoin dominance falling. So folks, stay tuned in this channel. Kusama, I cannot sing Kusama's praises enough. So for those who don't know, Kusama is essentially a layer built on top of Polkadot. So the way the Polkadot, just briefly explain how the ecosystem works, is that projects built on Polkadot need access to a parachain or parathread in order to be interoperable and scalable within the Polkadot ecosystem. In order to get a parachain, you need to stake either Polkadot or Kusama. So Polkadot and Kusama have this built-in added utility that a lot of other cryptos don't have, because these projects need to buy and stake and lock up lots of Polkadot and Kusama for extended periods of time in order to be interoperable and scalable within the ecosystem. So I'm very bullish on this thing. And so Kusama essentially does a very similar thing to Polkadot. Kusama is the testnet of the Polkadot ecosystem. It's where all the improvements go to the Polkadot ecosystem first. So it does a very similar thing. And so the reason why I love Kusama so much is because it's, again, essentially the same thing as Polkadot, but it has a much lower market cap and a much lower supply, thus potentially a much higher return on investment potential. If you love Polkadot, if you like Polkadot, you should love Kusama. I recently sold, a few weeks ago, all my Polkadot in order to buy Kusama. Very bullish on the same long term. We're currently breaking below support here at 475. See this spike in volume? We broke below it, and we're breaking below this key support level with a 50 email on the 6 hour. I think we're gonna retest the 440 here. If Kusama retests 440, that's personally I would be looking to dollar cost average on the way into Kusama. That's where I would start to place my buy orders. If 440 doesn't hold, I think we're then going to probably retest 400. We see there's a nice spike in volume in that region, nice psychological level. And if that doesn't hold, then I think we're falling back down to retest the 360 bucks here and the 382 Fibonacci retracement. So those are the three levels that I would be looking to dollar cost average runway into Kusama. These are all long-term holds for me. Now, folks, I want to bring you a cryptocurrency that's very much a low capper and kind of a risky play. So let me kind of explain what this thing is. So FSW, FalconSwap. What is this thing? Why should you care? FalconSwap is a layer 2 swap aggregator. So if you try to interact with Uniswap, trading on Uniswap, moving around Ethereum, there's a giant issue with gas fees. And so FalconSwap aims to improve that issue with gas fees by bundling a bunch of transactions together and only submitting the transactions through the blockchain once there's enough transactions where the gas fees spread out enough that it lowers the gas fees for the user. So lots of interesting things. Their token also has a deflationary mechanism. It actually has a very low market cap of $15 million. So I think as the gas fees with Ethereum continue to get worse, I think something like this is going to become more attractive. Although it's not all sunshine and unicorns. There's a lot of potential risks with this thing. Number one, the team is anonymous. They haven't launched their version 2, their full functionality yet. They're still in beta. They're currently being audited. No ETA, from what I understand, on when that audit's going to come out and when the version 2 is going to come out. So this is very early days. And again, anonymous teams bring a lot of risk because of rug pulls. There's also been some FUD surrounding this project with where they stole their logo from a high school or something like that. Anyways, so it's not all sunshine and unicorns. Okay, there's some risk with this thing. Again, very low capper, 15 mil. Anonymous team, who knows if they deliver on the promises. They're still getting audited. They still haven't launched their version 2. So if you get it now, there's some bullish catalysts. So I found this compelling enough for myself to get into. I bought in at around 38 cents. Anywhere right here where the 382 is and the 0.5 is on the Fibonacci extension and the Fibonacci retracement. If this area cannot hold 40 cents, 38 cents, I think we're going to fall back down, go for a leg down, and retest the golden pocket here, the 618 and the 236 Fibonacci extension here at 31, 32 cents. So basically, if 40, 39 cents cannot hold, I think we're retesting 30, 31, 32 cents. Anywhere within that range is a buy, in my opinion, solely based off tactical analysis and not really fundamentals. Again, this one is very risky, but I just wanted to throw you guys one low capper that I think could do well. I mean, it's had a massive correction. It's still making macro higher highs and higher lows. So eventually, if we get above this thing, I think we could really explode. And also, this looks like a cup and handle. I mean, just looking at this just now, this does look like a cup and handle. So, I mean, who knows if we can get above this thing and hold above 70 cents. It seems like 70 cents is that key inflection point, 67, 70 cents. So, I mean, if we can get above that 70 cents, Could we see $1 or 30% move to the upside if and when we can hold a dollar? Or if and when we can hold 70 cents? Based off technical analysis, I do believe so. So this is their website. You know, these are kind of, let me scroll down to kind of some of the tokenomics. So this is kind of some of the main features, you know, lower gas fees, that kind of thing. But I kind of wanted to go to their tokenomics section. So here's what I find interesting. So they have a token burn mechanism, all this stuff. Oh, I'm very glad I remembered to do this as well. So one thing that is coming up is this, where was it? The seed round. So we can see here that the seed round will be unlocked 9 months after release. And so this is, FalconSwap has actually been out, from my understanding, for about 8 months. So coming next month, we should have a release of about 5 million supply. The supply in total is 100 million. The current circulating supply is about 37 million. So perhaps next month we will have an increase of 5 million potentially introduced into the circulating supply. The circulating supply currently being 37 million and total supply being 100 million. So again, some bearish factors, some bullish factors. This is a low capper, high risk, high reward. One thing I try and do when going to these low caps is I never invest more than 5 to 10% of my portfolio in anything. But when it comes to these low caps, even lower, 1-2% allocation, maybe, if you feel like, you know, buying a lottery ticket with this thing. So I just want to bring you guys this. Enough of FalconSwap. Let's move on to another project that I think has a very good chance of continuing to do well. SuperFarm, folks. This is one of the NFTs that I'm most bullish on long term. SuperFarm is going for mass adoption and for bringing greater utility into their NFTs and their token, also creating an interoperable ecosystem with different NFTs. Very, very bullish on this thing long term. They are currently in the process of rolling out their phase 1. Their phase 1 consists of many different things, their NFT drops, NFT marketplace, many different things. So their first drop came on March the 31st. So this was the first token that they were that was on sale, this one right here. And so every day they'll be doing another token drop. Each one of these tokens, each one of these, have I been saying tokens? Jesus. Each one of these NFTs, folks, I haven't had my coffee, you have to forgive me. If I don't have my coffee, I'm like half myself. I need a coffee to function nowadays. So, folks, I love the idea behind these NFTs because with holding these NFTs, you gain greater utility. So if you hold these NFTs, depending on the rarity of the NFT, you have a higher percentage of getting whitelisted and being first in line for future NFT drops. Not only that, holding these different NFTs also gives you staking bonuses for NFTs and the SuperFarm token. So lots of utility built into holding these NFTs. And again, I imagine in the future, they will also have utility within different video games and ecosystems that they plan on building in the future. So I like this project because it's going for mass adoption and it's going for trying to build increased utility towards their NFTs. So really like this thing. In terms of where I would be looking to buy in, I think right now the key support level is 1330. If that doesn't hold, we're probably going for a bit of a leg down to retest $3. Nice psychological level. We can see here that that's where we found rejection when we first released. It's a pretty price reactive level everywhere we look. So if 1330 doesn't hold, I think we're going back down to $3. $3 is honestly where I would be looking to start to dollar cost average my way into this thing, and also that's where our 200 EMA on the 4-hour just so happens to be around that region. So anywhere within this region is where I would be looking to dollar cost average my way into Super if I were so inclined. So folks, that's what I think is interesting with NFTs. Let's move on to Anchor Protocol. I really like this project for so many reasons. I'm actually so happy to bring you guys this project right here and right now for a few reasons. The chart looks beautiful, but let me explain why you should care first. So Anchor is essentially a protocol for staking stable coins at a fixed interest rate of over 20% APY. I am not aware of any other protocol that offers that high an interest rate for staking stable coins. Very big deal. I'm also very bullish on Terra. Terra is actually our honorable mention, the 6th coin I want to bring you guys. Anchor is the 5th here. But before we get to Terra Luna there, let's just kind of hover here with Anchor. So the Anchor protocol will allow you to stake USDT for 21.5% APY. That is giant. So once DeFi, you know, the hype right now is NFTs, but I think there's going to be another wave of DeFi coming in, and I think this project is primed to capitalize on this next alt season and this next DeFi wave that's, in my opinion, destined to come. So perfect timing for this thing, because it's beautifully in the golden pocket and very, very close to the 618 itself. This thing anywhere near $4.30 is a giant buy in my books, folks. I've been buying the shit out of this thing from back at like $3.50 and even at $5. You know, there's so many different coins to look at. If I had, you know, plenty more to spare, I would be buying more of this thing right now. But there's just so much to look at, so many different projects. I can't own everything. But folks, look, I think this is really worth your attention. Whenever we pump and dump things, typically like to find their support on the 618, and that's exactly what's been happening. $4.30 anywhere within the golden pocket is a buy, in my opinion. Anywhere near $4.30 is a no-brainer. Is a no-brainer. I think it's just a matter of time before we retest all-time highs and vastly surpass it. So moving on to Terra Luna, folks. I'm very, very bullish on this project. Very interested with this project. So they essentially offer It's essentially a bridge to create the UST stablecoin. So you convert the UST stablecoin into or Luna into the UST stablecoin. I'm not gonna delve into how that works right now, but just know that they're doing stuff with stablecoins and onboarding crypto payments. Very bullish on this thing long term. It's been absolutely exploding, and we're currently trying to retest the 236 Fibonacci retracement, $17.60 if we can hold that as support. If we can, so right now we're stuck between very strong support at the 236, well, you know, support at the 236, 1760, and the VPVR point of control above us at $18.80, with the most amount of volume traded acting as resistance. So we're within this tight range here, and we can't just stay in this range forever. Eventually we're going to break out. If we break out bullishly, I think short-term stop is $19.80, $20. And if we get above that, I think we're retesting all-time highs. If we break down from this 236 here, I think our next stop is probably $16.20. There's a nice spike in volume there. But really, I would be looking to probably buy into this thing at the 382 if the 236 cannot hold at around $14.30. So that's what's going on with Luna. It's kind of the honorable mention. Anchor is my number 5 pick, Super number 4, Falcon number 3, and Kusama 2 and 1. Not in any particular order. I just kind of want to bring you guys five coins I think will do very well in April, or I think I have at least a good chance of doing very well in April. So yeah, folks, as well, if you want to gain access to an AI-fueled price predictions platform that we use to inform some of our thought process and some of our research, check out Tokenmetrics, folks. Tokenmetrics is doing a massive revamp of their platform, improving some functionality with their AI and some of their modeling. So they've now introduced this new model where their AI will predict bullish and bearish trends and shifts in the state of the market. So right now we're looking at a chart of Ethereum, and so right now, according to their AI Tokenmetrics AI, it thinks that currently Ethereum is quite bullish. So if you want access to models such as this, join Tokenmetrics. Link for that is down in the description below. If you use our code, you get a 10% discount, so make sure you check them out. They're going to be increasing their prices soon, so if you get in now, if you get in before the end of April, you get grandfathered in at the cheaper prices. If you've been sitting on the fence, I highly recommend you get in before they increase the prices. Again, link for everything is down in the description below. As well, if you like what we do and you want to support us and you want to gain access to the low cap gems that we're looking at before anyone else gets to see them or hear about them, join our VIP Discord. Link for that down in the description below. It's through our Patreon. If you sign up there and connect your Discord, you'll get access to our VIP Discord, and we will also be giving away a hardware wallet randomly to one of the first 100 Patreon members. So if you want access to potentially winning a hardware wallet, if you want access to low cap gems that we're looking at, if you want to support us, join our VIP Discord, again, through our Patreon. Link for that down in the description. Folks, if you've been on the fence, join Tokenmetrics before the prices increase. Okay, that is enough for me. I can't wait to see what these things are at the end of April. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.